Now in 2024, every company should own media. How can I solve these problems?
People buy stuff from me because I obsess over their problem more than they do. I'm so obsessed with finding the answer to other people's problems, and then I show up and I tell them, I found the answer! And guess what they do? They obsess over paying me.
You're thinking of someone other than yourself. Power of storytelling in marketing in 2024 is the most powerful thing you can do. A lot of people don't know what you've gone through. A lot of people don't know how this company started. Who is can I trust them with my property? So my question for you is, what are your problems with social media right now? Quality content that moves the needle. You're about to generate leads like you've never seen before.
The future looks bright for those who create great content. This is just the beginning for us.
What city in South Africa are you in? So I was actually in Nairobi a few days ago. I'm still kind of jet lagged a little bit, so I'm in Australia now. I have a few interviews here. Obviously, this is our base for our company, so I'm back in Australia, coming from Africa. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. And it's crazy to think about it. Like, I've gotten used to it now. Like, if I got to go travel, and it's just like Australia is just so far, honestly. So yeah, I definitely. I don't know if podcasting has done this to me, but just like the words that I can hear from that, and what I can hear for that is a care for your clients. That is a passion and care for your clients. Like, no, I want 24 hours a day when someone has an issue that we're there for them. That's what I could just hear from that from what you just said. So yeah, again, don't mind me if I do that quite a lot. So let me ask you, because obviously you took this meeting with me today, and to be honest, I was quite impressed with what I saw. And what you guys are doing. So real first question would be, what made you want to take this meeting with me? And the second question is, and this is the question I ask everyone, it's my most important question, is what is your vision? Like, what wakes you up? Like, you've done so well. What is waking you up every single day to, keep this going? What's the vision? To hear the passion in your voice, and it always takes me back to, like, the company, what you've been able to create, that was once in your imagination. It never existed. You had it in your imagination, and you found a way to bring that out into reality. And I guess it's the same why I'm on this call, but you just said something there. You found a way, or you obsessed. Even, I don't know the behind the scenes of your journey, of your life, but it seems like to me, you obsessed over someone else's problems. You obsessed over, how can I solve these problems?
People buy stuff from me because I obsess over their problem more than they do. I'm so obsessed with finding the answer to other people's problems, and then I show up and I tell them, I found the answer! And guess what they do? They obsess over paying me.
It's very special to me. I can get goosebumps because it's like you're thinking of someone other than yourself. I feel that's what you've been able to do here. So it's really interesting. So properties that's the goal. That's what's valuable to you guys at the moment. Now, it's interesting again because, as I said, with podcasting, I got into this, let's say a year and a half ago. And to be honest, it's changed my life because what I went on to learn was it wasn't just a podcast. It's a media company, but not only that, is the power of storytelling. The power of storytelling in marketing in 2024 is the most powerful thing you can do. And a lot of people don't know what you've gone through. A lot of people don't know how this company started. Can I trust them with my property? So my question for you is, what are your problems with social media right now? What are the challenges there? Very interesting. Obviously, my mind was racing and going crazy, but I've been trying to slow it down. With what you guys are doing, you're at a unique place. Do you know why? Because I see a lot of business owners in the same position. I speak to them so many times a day, and it's being able to master that social media. Now, to be honest, when I went through your social media posts, maybe I can show you after, but when I went through the post, I didn't get that spark. To be honest, I thought it was in-house. But what I mean by that is, now in 2024, every company should own media. Should have their own media company in-house. And what do I mean by that? Okay, Yves, Sugira, what do you mean by a media company? If created a podcast, you have a podcast on YouTube, Spotify. You can do so many things with it in so many creative ways. For example, like you imagine having a a property owner on the show, maybe someone who agrees to it. Let's sit down and talk with you. Talk about also your life, how you got into, how they found you. That goes on YouTube. A lot of business owners, like, I smack my head when they're not on YouTube because Google owns YouTube. So now a lot of people kind of don't like reading as well, but YouTube is the visual search engine. When people search properties in South Africa, properties here, it goes on a lot of the times on YouTube. Of course, Google Ads is there and that's great, cool, we're gonna keep that. But if you have that presence on YouTube, nowadays there's no such thing as the big companies, NBC, media, no. The great equalizer is here.
Days of guys leveraging their pulpit and the fact that we're CBS, we're ABC, we're such and such. No. Guess what? We're Mr. Beast. We're Sean Cannell. We're this Joe Rogan. We're this. Oh my God, we kind of need those guys to come and help us out with this. Of course they are. This is going to flip in ways nobody is expecting except for guys like you, guys like us who are content creators. Future looks bright for those who create great content. This is just the beginning for us.
Hey, you're a business owner, you're a marketer, you're into copywriting. Guys, why are we still doing it the hard ways? We live in 2024. We have AI. The link in the description, text, core text, they have cheat codes for you guys, man. You have an assistant, a built-in AI assistant that helps you do everything. Look, there's not more that I can say that does this justice. Head over to the link in the bio, text, core text, go get your AI assistant now. Make marketing easy for you, make your business easy for you. Use AI, use tools that are efficiently and effectively gonna get you where you need to go. Back to the video. You can own your own narrative. It starts off with having, speaking to you, storytelling, okay, how to start, and then you just be creative with it. But I believe, and I'm just so passionate about this, but if people learn how to use media and the power of media, like you said, great interviews, great content that people buy off emotions. They don't buy off, they buy off emotions, So as I'm not getting emotional, but I'm very passionate about this, so I look on the Instagram page and this is not good enough. Luxury homes is taking over the world. You guys have properties in Dubai, in South Africa. How can I trust you? And I feel like you guys need to be on TikTok. I understand what you're saying about people not maybe going on Instagram, and I understand that. That's cool, and it does make sense. But if you have an omnipresence on all platforms, and not only that, with quality content that moves the needle, you're bound to generate leads like you've never seen before. And the great thing we talk, and I think LinkedIn is a great place. So it's not too much, I just wanted to show. The most powerful thing about it is you have that media company, now you put in your own advertisements. Hey, we know you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to sign up for a free consultation call, click the link in the description. So as they're watching and as their subconscious mind is engaged with, let's say it's a property owner, they can see themselves in that mother. They can see themselves in you, entrepreneurship. If owns the media, now you guys can put in webinars. You can throw in, advertisements, newsletter, leads coming in because you own media. Sorry, I can go on a bit of a rant about it. I think, of course, this is what we do, and I travel around the world doing this, and obviously this was just for me to understand you more, get to know you more. It's even better that I've learned your story. As I said, I was obsessive. I was looking at your social media and I was just I was killing myself. They have properties in Dubai. Lights were just going on because you guys are onto something special. And if you use media now, you'll be around for the next 200-300 years. Yeah, and what's really interesting is, and it's so funny because again, I speak to so many people like yourself and other people, but a lot of great business owners like yourself, a lot of great people, they're introverts. But, and I've seen a lot of them become successful, especially because of social media, they're introverts, but when you get them, again, this could be a whole podcast conversation. If I was there and we were just talking like this, however long this conversation has gone on, this would be so valuable to someone who's watching from both ends. Honestly, it is. And that's what changed my life about podcasting. I was like, wait a minute, I have all these conversations off camera. What about if I just turn the camera on and and you know, this is what it's turned into. And even for you guys, it becomes another revenue stream. The media, imagine you get paid to market. It becomes a revenue stream, of course, through time and consistency and time allocated. And you need help, you know, yes, time. And a lot of business owners say it's the time. And obviously that's where we try to provide that solution to helping, you know, build something. To be honest, like a lot of our clients is doing interviews, right? So I have a Australian lawyer. I come in, sit in his office, we do an interview. That is our service. We provide them social media clips, you know, for him to post on LinkedIn, post everywhere, which of course brings in and does quite a lot of well, because people connect with video. And I think that's why video is so powerful more than ever. And you talked about the podcast. That's why we said, no, we're going to be on audio, but we're also going to do video. Like we have to dominate we have to, everywhere. And you can even do this as soon as you get off the call with me. If you go on our podcast page or my personal YouTube channel, you will see we are what we talk about, because when you build up a media network, your reputation stands for itself. When people Google, they can able to see a portfolio of things that's tangible. So by the time you have warm leads already come in, they're so warm because they've consumed so much of your content. They've literally seen you guys having a host, whoever it is, talking to property owners, saying, you know, how much the service has been great. Even for me, like I told you at this beginning of the conversation, I could hear your empathy, your care for your clients. All we got to do now is turn the camera on and do that consistently over time. And watch that change the trajectory of your company. Watch you guys get that 2,000 properties like this. Again, yes, it does take consistency. You need to be consistent. You need to be out there proper in the media, you know. But once you do that over a year, 6 months, there's possibilities, because you already have a business. You already have something tangible for people to come in and buy. But you've just hooked in the subconscious. You own the narrative, you know.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.